Hi everyone, today's video is going to be like a chatty video, if you know what I mean. I could do like a chatty get ready with me, but it's too dark still to get ready or to put on makeup when I start getting, or to like film, because I start putting on makeup like at 6:30 and it's still dark outside. I'm doing a middle part today because that's what the kids do. My hair, I'll show you. We watched hey Kanga. We watched Beauty and the Beast, the live action last night. I don't know what it looks like back there, but in my head it looks really good. But today I wanted to talk to y'all about a couple of things, like a little life update, channel update kind of dealio. One of which if you follow me on Instagram, you've already seen. But it's about Kanga, the star of the show. Come here, baby. The best one. If you don't know, this is my dog. This is why my channel is called Becky Loves Kanga. She is 12 and a half. Yes, and she is perfect in every way. Well, today is Monday, and on Saturday, we had to take her to the vet. She'd been coughing for like a couple of months. And at first we're like, oh, she's fine. But it was like progressively getting worse. So we were like, well, let's take her to the vet. That's why we have a vet. And we got some pretty bad news. She is actually in congestive heart failure, which is pretty heartbreaking. There have been a lot of tears this weekend, let me tell you about it. We're actually about to switch vets because the vet that she's currently going to, they straight up told me they weren't really equipped to handle it. They were like, oh, you need to go to an emergency vet because Kanga needs to be monitored overnight. And they've told me to go to an emergency vet multiple times in 2 days. And I was like, but she's fine. Like, she's got congestive heart failure, and obviously we're watching her, but like, she threw up yesterday. But she was at the vet for 8 hours. And that's not, she doesn't like to be with other people. And so she threw up, and they were like, she's probably, something's wrong, you have to go right now. And I was like, well, I'm just gonna watch her and see how she is. And she was fine. She didn't throw up for the rest of the day. She's not eating her kibble at the moment, but we've given her chicken and rice. She's doing good. But there was that, and then they keep telling me that she needs to go see a cardiologist, which, like, sure, I can understand. But she is on some medicine, and it's really helping. Her cough is completely stopped. Dogs cough when they're in congestive heart failure because they have fluid building up in their lungs. Which is terrible. But the medicine she's on, she's completely stopped coughing. So she's doing pretty well. And the cardiologist would probably put her on the same medicine. And if they wanted to do surgery, I just don't know that I can do that to her because she's 12 and a half. And though I expect her to live forever and ever and ever, she, Dachshund's lifespan is 12 to 16. And so even without, congestive heart failure, which is not uncommon in a full-bred dog, and she is full-bred, we got her from a breeder, I don't know how much longer I have her. And I don't want the last, few months of her life, if that's all I got, for her to be recovering from heart surgery. I don't see that. So we're just taking really good care of her. She's on medicine. We're gonna go to, like I said, a new vet because I really, when I told the vet, because also, if y'all don't know, going to a cardiologist for a dog would probably be multiple thousands of dollars. And I was like, I just don't think that's realistic for us right now based on what I think is best treatment wise for Kanga, and also based on our financial situation. And they just keep telling me to go to a cardiologist, and they're not listening, and I don't feel like they're being as helpful as they could. So we're gonna switch vets. Not a big deal, pretty low key. But yeah, so there's that, which is obviously taking a lot of my headspace. I love her a lot. She's been mine for 12 and a half years. We got her as a puppy. She was there when I graduated high school, and then my first 2 years of college, she didn't live with me, but she would come visit me, and then she's lived with me since my junior year of college, and all throughout my master's. since I met John. She was at our wedding. If you follow me on Instagram, I have wedding pictures with Kanga. So, she's really important to me, but I don't want to have her suffer. So it's just something that I am dealing with currently, and I'm sure in some ways it is going to come out. And so I felt like, just in my overall demeanor and stuff, because I am trying not to let it take over my life, but it also kind of is taking over my life, if that makes sense. So there's that, which is just not good. But also, so I've kind of been like expanding who I've been watching on YouTube recently, because y'all know I'm really into indie makeup. And so I've been watching a lot of people that talk about indie makeup. That just makes sense, right? And I notice a lot of them talk about, like, in their intro of their video or whatever, they talk about their niche here on YouTube. And it made me think, well, what's my niche? And do I have a niche? And if not, why am I making videos? Just kind of made me reflect on some of these questions. And this is what I came up with. I think my niche, and I think defining it will help me when I'm thinking about what videos to make, and also just like in who I am as not just a YouTuber, because I'm pretty open, obviously, in all aspects of my life, but I try to define myself, I guess, in a beauty realm. I'm pretty well defined in many other realms, but I've decided that I think my niche is someone who loves makeup, loves color, wears arguably way too much makeup, but I really want to have a focus on using what you have. And so that means a lot of videos about duping things that just came out, a lot of videos on using what doing, I don't know, get ready with me with this palette that came out in 2016. Maybe some no brand tutorials. I've never heard of that. I very recently discovered that trend, and I love it. It's not new, but I love that, because I think I feel like there's kind of two extremes. There's people that are seem to be buying new things every other day, just throwing money at it. And I understand that, because who doesn't want new stuff? But from an environmental standpoint, I cannot justify that. I don't feel good about it. Also from a financial standpoint, I'm a grad student. As a PhD student, we don't make much money. The master students at my university literally qualify for food stamps, and we make a couple $1,000s a year more than them. I'm at that, that beautiful line where you're not poor enough to qualify for any government assistance. That's exactly where the PhD students at my university are. So I don't have a lot of excess income, which is fine. Don't get me wrong, we are doing so well. Besides the fact that on Monday I bought 4 new tires, which was $600, and then on Saturday I spent over $500 on Kanga. So we had that. Now we have no savings, because that's $1,100 together. But we're doing fine. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be oh, I'm so poor. No, we're fine. We're doing really well, and I feel super lucky, because John and I got to keep our jobs throughout this pandemic. So don't get me wrong, but I don't have a lot of excess income to spend on stuff, and I don't want to. I really over the past, especially year, I really am focusing on just not wanting stuff, because I've got so much, and I want to appreciate what I have and get use out of it. So this isn't to say that I'm never going to buy new makeup, because that's not realistic. I mean, obviously I run out of things. There might be something that I really don't have, but I try really hard to focus on what do I have? Let's use that. Let's play with that. Today's look, I'm really loving. I really do. My whole aesthetic today is inspired by Captain Hook. And most of this look, I used 2 eyeshadow palettes. I do that a lot. Came from the Sephora Minis World in Color palette. That's what everything but the purple that you see on my lids is from this. And then I used the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum palette. I used that middle purple. So these are old palettes, but they still work really well, and I'm kind of obsessed with my eye look. So I want to focus on that. And I want to focus on it from a financial and also an environmental standpoint. And you know, like I said, I think there's people that just like are buying so much, and I'm not trying to tell other people what to do. I'm just saying there are people that are buying so much all the time. And I think that just creates so much toxicity, like obviously for the environment, but also for like most people can't do that. And like you shouldn't put yourself into a negative financial situation to try to keep up with these people that are buying everything and getting sent stuff. Like we all know that. Like this is not new. And then I think the other side of the coin that you see a lot is these people that are minimalists and very sustainable, and they don't wear makeup at all, or they wear like mascara only. I don't feel, and maybe there are, and I just haven't found them, because obviously YouTube is like practically infinite. It's not, but like pretty much it is. So I don't feel like there's a lot of people that meet at that juncture that love makeup, wear a lot, are okay with, you know, using it, but want to keep environmentalism and sustainability and all that in mind. And some of that also looks like, besides just like making videos about not buying new stuff, like how much do you need? I like to play around with like, I'm not going to use, like today, I don't have any bronzer on or any like contour, but I still feel like my cheeks look really sculpted because of the blush color I use. So I like doing that. I've started a thing, I haven't talked about it on YouTube, where I'm trying to only fix my hair every other day. Because usually my hair, I mean, I have very big curly hair, you can probably tell. And really the only way that you can do that down is like you got to shower, using up water. Then I use conditioner, obviously. And then I style it, and so I use styling products. So I'm working on like one day doing that, the next day putting, like today I have absolutely nothing in my hair. And I really like it, you know? So I'm, you know, just using less in all areas of my life. I'll run out of some skincare, and a lot of times I try to like wait and see like, do I need this? Is it really something I need? Can I live without it? So streamlining stuff, that's what I feel like my niche is here on YouTube. I'll probably very much copy people that I've seen and really enjoy. Specifically, I'm thinking of Angelica Neekfist, Amy Loves Makeup, and Hannah Louise Poston. I think that's who I'm thinking of. There might be other people. Again, can only tell you who I watch. But where like when I start a video, I'd be like, this is my niche. So that's what I've defined as my niche. I think that's fair. I think that is in line with what I make. So I don't know. I hope y'all are here for that. Like I said, it was just a chatty video to talk about that and to update y'all on Kanga. I get a lot of questions about my dogs, and I appreciate that because obviously they're like my everything. You probably saw Hippo at the beginning of this video. Their cage is in there, and he's sitting in there just like chilling out, being really happy. They love their cage, but I just felt like y'all would like to know that. And like I said, I think it will probably affect some of the way I am in videos for a little while. Hopefully not. I'm trying to work past it mentally. But it's kind of crappy right now. And then, like I said, I just wanted to talk about my niche here on YouTube. And I don't know your feelings about that. I'd love to hear from you. I always love to hear from y'all. So that's really all I have to say today. I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to start rambling and repeat myself. And I try not to do that. So that's all I have for you. That was a loud clap. I hope you woke up Kanga. She's taking on now. I hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe it makes you want to think about like, how are you defining yourself? And let's just be clear. This is how I'm defining myself today. Tomorrow it might be completely different. You know, you can change. You can evolve. That's totally chill. But this is where I see myself going in the future. In the future of this channel. So hopefully that excites you. I hope so. But yeah, that's all I have for y'all. And I'll see y'all real soon. Bye.